Researcher back again. It just doesn't stop. Now they keep trying to wonder why people are getting sick, cancer, and all type of other things that the doctors are not going to be able to cure. I'm sitting here watching how Japan plans to release Fukushima water into the sea. Okay, now you're planning to release the water in the sea after you treat it. Okay, you're now up here just saying that there's still isotopes or whatever in the water. There's not enough power inside of it to do damage to a human if it's around it. But if it's ingested, hold on, it's not going to do nothing to a human if they're around it. But if you ingest it, hold on, it's being put into the water. If you ingest it, there's fish and all that stuff over there. The people are protesting against this stuff over here. They're going to take and release that and put that in the water. Okay? Now they dump oil in the water. For years, I heard that they was taking radioactive barrels of nuclear, dumping it into the ocean. And then there's still spots where there's a pipe that's running, dumping that stuff out there into that water. The governments cannot be allowing this stuff to happen. And then at the same time, coming at people for throwing a banana peel or an orange peel down on the ground, saying it's littering. That's biodegradable. Once they dump that water in the ocean, there's no coming back from it. That water's going to go all around the world. That's what's going to happen. You need to take that water into the desert, way over there somewhere, and dump all that over there. And on top of it, they're making everyone guilty because taxpayers' money is paying for that to be dumped. Doesn't make any sense.
Only tritium, a radioactive isotope of hydrogen that's hard to separate from water. TEPCO will dilute the water until tritium levels fall below regulatory limits.
Hold on, they say you're going to treat it. You're going to dilute it. You're diluting it. That doesn't mean that it's being treated. If I have too much sugar inside the Kool-Aid and I add more water to it, it's diluted. That doesn't mean all the sugar in there is gone. I didn't pour none of the Kool-Aid out. So I'm still going to get the remainder of all that sugar that's being put in that Kool-Aid. I'm still going to wind up ingesting that. Okay? All right? Now understand this. Every time you go buy some fish from the store, understand this. Every time you go fishing, it's bad enough. They say in New York City, there's so much freaking drugs or whatever inside of the regular water that's being dumped in the water till it's just basically unbelievable. You're going to dump that stuff. It doesn't matter if they dump it into the ocean, not because those rods already melted, I heard, like a mile down into the ground out there right by the ocean. The ocean's already contaminated. Pretty soon, that stuff, you go in, you won't even be able to go to the beach. Bart Simpson had it coming up some time ago where they were fishing and caught a fish with 3 eyes and 2 tails or something like that. This is where we gotta live. They just dump it. Their kids ain't gonna have to deal with it. Ours are. Our children are gonna be the one to have to deal with this. They probably gonna move up to Antarctica somewhere where those ponds of fresh water are at, where they keep everyone away from. This is nothing but a big gang. That's all it is. The stuff that they're putting in food now, one dude had something up here on Tide detergent saying that people don't even know what's inside of there. Stuff is killing them. Cereal, metal flakes inside of them. Processed meats. If you buy a pack of meat from the store, a lot of times it has mechanically processed or whatever right there where the ingredients is at. Machines is doing this stuff. But I tell you what, you hand it to one of their children. You go where those mansions are, wherever they are, and dump that stuff over there where they are and see how quick you don't be charged with federal charges. The world is laying in the hand of the wicked one. The wicked one is the governments. They are the ones that are allowing all and doing all this stuff. How can you allow that water to be pumped right there into the ocean? This doesn't make it the whole world. Them and their children, our children, everybody's about to get the business now.
Before pumping it into the ocean from the coastal site. Water containing tritium is routinely released from nuclear plants around the world. And regulatory authorities support TEPCO's plan.
They support it.
Rafael Grossi is the International Atomic Energy Agency's chief.
The plan, as it has been proposed and devised, is in conformity with the agreed international standards. And its application, if the government decides
they got all these suits on, masks on, all this other stuff over here.
Negligible impact on the environment,
see,
the water, fish, and sediment,
everything. And they know that, and they say in the governments around the world, has said it meets the regulation standards for that to be dumped. And even him, he's talking like he don't want to do it because of the fish. And yeah, they know what's happening. And the second they dump that in there, they're just as guilty as anyone is sneaking around just murdering people. That's all it is. That's all it is. It doesn't make any sense. Everything's cancerous. Everything's cancerous. They're making it where the water is cancerous. Pesticides, aluminum with the chemtrails falling out of the sky on the plants. That thing that when that train crashed and they set that fire down, all that stuff came right on over here to this parts of Connecticut. It was on my car outside. These people are destroying this place. They are wiping this place out. And the more people talk about it, the quicker this war has got to come because they got the wipe out is already written on some other channel. They wipe out something 1 billion. Those are the people that are speaking up against what's happening. The world is meant to be enjoyed, not to be burrowed down into a ground, way underneath the ground, because you can't come on top of the earth. Because what? The government's done messed up the whole goddamn world. This is crazy, man. I'm sitting here watching it, and they're saying that it's regulated, but they got masks and everything else on. They said that it was low enough where it couldn't harm a person through the skin. If it doesn't, then why y'all got them suits on over there? Because it's not meeting the regulations. None of the stuff does. It's not water. If there's anything, that stuff should be flown up in outer space and processed up there and used for up there. Nuclear should be used in space, not on Earth.
It is considered to be relatively harmless because it doesn't emit enough energy to penetrate human skin.
See?
But when ingested, it can raise cancer risks, a Scientific American article said in 2014. The water disposal will take decades to complete.
Decades.
The rolling, filtering and dilution process alongside the planned decommissioning of the plant.
And the water dispersion is one that is currently in use in many countries, including China, in Korea, in the United States, in France, in many countries that have releases of water that contains certain
over here in the United States. Over in the United States, they always, the water's fine down over here. Where is that at? I don't know if it's not Houston. I forgot the name of the spot over here. The water has been contaminated for years. Years over there. I'm going to find it, and I'm going to post it's been contaminated for years. And then they were saying, the water's fine. Water's not fine. It's fine because you don't have to drink it. That's what that is. That's all that is. Ain't nothing fine about that. You're releasing it out into the ocean. Then when the Fukushima plant had burnt down, they were saying the tuna was coming up with some of the nuclear stuff inside of them. Gotta wake up. Do your research, man. When you get cancer, it'll be too late. Researcher, back at you.